So allow yourself to truly go on this journey. See as you go where any resistance may be and what part you may feel that is easy to release and what part of your humanoid wants to hang on. And that's okay too. Just a little experiment. All right, so the eyes are closed. So take a moment here to actually feel your body sitting here. This beautiful meat suit, this biological blob that you exist in. So take a moment and really become aware of it. Just notice it sitting here. Notice the tissue on your face. Notice your ears. Notice your scalp, your jaw as it relaxes a little. Notice your throat. Feel your shoulders just releasing and dropping and arms heavy, chest relax. Let some of the deeper muscles like the diaphragm and hip flexors relax. Often we don't even notice how much tension we're actually holding. Relax the muscles of the back and the hips. Relax the legs and take another big breath in and a long releasing breath out. Take your awareness for a moment to your sense of touch. Maybe notice how you're resting against whatever you're leaning against, your seat, the floor. Notice the pressure points. Notice the clothing, the air on your skin. And just notice the uniqueness of all the different sensations of touch. Maybe some smells in the environment that you can relate to. Maybe there's the distant smell of the coffee you may have had. Maybe you've got a fragrant flower or anything else in your environment. Maybe the remnants of the pets in the house. Just notice how much information and how much story is behind just the sense of smell. Maybe the taste of that coffee is in your mouth. Maybe you can remember the taste of the coffee or the tea or the breakfast, whatever you've had. Maybe you can bring that taste sensation and that memory of taste back. And with your eyes closed, see if you can bring back the room you're in. So with your eyes closed, maybe you can bring back some of the details, what you took in, where you are within the space, some of the details that you did take in. You may have been looking around and you may have been aware of that book or that plant or that pen. However, you may not have even registered that you saw it, but now that you let the memories of those sights come back, maybe you can bring that back now and realize how much information is coming in through those senses. And as we let that go, we take our awareness to the sense of hearing and begin by really extending your hearing outwards. See if you can reach your hearing beyond the room you're in. Try to hear outside of the space you're in. See if you can pick up sounds outside. See if you can hear beyond the sound of the music. Can you hear any sounds in the room that you're in? Maybe a sound of a clock, maybe sound of the fridge. Maybe there's air conditioning. And then you might tune into the sound of the music. And as you tune into the sound of the music, be aware of the fact that you are aware. You have the ability to receive the sound. Become aware of that ability, that fact that you are aware of hearing the sound. And follow that awareness, the awareness of hearing, the awareness of sound, follow it into your body. So you might even feel the sensation of hearing. And then you turn that awareness inward and become aware of the sound of your body. It may be just focused on the sound of your swallowing, or there may even be an awareness of the sound of your heart beating. And then take the focus to the breath and just become aware of the sound of your breathing. As you become aware of the sound of your breath, become aware of the sensation of your breath. Notice the cool inhalation. Notice the warmth of the exhalation. Notice the movement in the body as you breathe. The movement of the chest, the movement of the abdomen, the slight lift of the shoulders. on your next exhale, pause your breath for a moment. Pause a moment. And then just before you take your next breath in, be aware that you are about to take a breath. And then mindfully, slowly, as you take the breath, follow it completely. Give it your full attention. You're breathing in, and you continue to watch that inhalation. It continues and continues until eventually that inhalation is complete. And then there is this little transition time, this little pause, and then we're about to observe an exhalation. And then watch the beginning of the exhalation, and then observe that descend of breath as you exhale, and you keep watching it, and you keep watching it, and you keep watching it, and eventually the breath is complete. The exhale has completed and there's an end to it. And then again, there is this pause. There is this transition. And in that pause, we become aware of one full cycle of breath. That was one breath. And then we bring our full attention and we realize there's another breath coming, and we watch the beginning of that breath. And we give it our full attention as it breathes in, and then eventually there's an end to that inhale. And there's a little pause in the transition, and then the exhale begins. And we give the exhale full attention, and we watch the full, slow exhalation. And then eventually the exhalation pauses, completes, and we're back in that pause, that transition time, that nothingness. And then we take another breath and we watch that full breath. And every breath is a unique, individual breath. So for the next few moments, see if you can avoid thinking about what's ahead. We're not thinking about the next breath or the one we just had. Stay fully present with this one breath that you are taking. One breath at a time. Try not to rush either the in or the exhalation. Recognize the significance of each individual breath and really focus on this one breath you're about to take. The end of this lifetime, somewhere there'll be a record of how many breaths you took. So how many of those breaths were you aware of? Be aware of the next breath. Now let the breath just continue and take your focus to that internal space. Take your focus inward as if you are using your sense of sight to look into the inner space, as if you're turning your eyes inward. Start by taking your awareness to the inside of your head, to that sixth center, that portal. Feel as though your eyes have turned backwards and you're looking into that space on the inside of your head. This space in the inside of your head is like an access point. It's like the motherboard. We can get to the essence. We can go to the program. We can let go of the thinking. And as we let go of the details of this current experience, allow yourself to drop here into the stillness. Allow the details of your current life experience, any lists, any responsibilities, any goals, let them go for a moment. Let them dissolve. They don't exist here. Any awareness of your physical state, your physical being, even age, even gender. See if you can dissolve all of that, and right now, no identification. Letting go of all relationships, any connections to people and things in your life right now. Let it go, let it dissolve. Just for a moment. If any stories arise around this, let them dissolve. Your name, how you identify as being this version of yourself, let it dissolve for a moment. This doesn't exist. Your culture, even your appearance. For a moment, allow it all to dissolve. everything we attach to, everything we resist, everything we have preference or aversion to. Let it go, let it dissolve. No identification whatsoever. In that inner space, connect to that inner light. As all the programs of identification dissolve, come back to the essence, to the light being. Connect to that light. If the identification program comes back, any details, just again allow it to dissolve. Closing the programs, dissolving the programs. Connect to just the presence of the light being. More light. Infinite light. The essence. And expand more. feel radiate. With the awareness of the infinite light, the radiant light, become aware of the being. Become aware of the identification, the gender, the name, the roles, the connections, the preferences and aversions, and observe them from this space, not claiming them, just observing them. Feel into the frequency of that programming, the frequency of your cultural identification, the frequency of your preferences and aversions, the frequency of your connections, relationships, roles. Now, as you tune into that, into the roles and into the frequency of the connections, from this vantage point, bring in any recoding. Bring in any intentions that you want to experience. What is the quality of the physical experience you want to have? How do you want to experience this body? What is the quality of the relationships you're having, the connection? What are the qualities of your day-to-day preferences and aversions? Your thoughts, your choices, your physical body, your direction of work, your connection to people. For a few moments, recode, align with the frequency that you want to experience. Maybe you bring that into a visual form. What does it look like? Maybe you use your sense of touch and feeling. What does it feel like? What does your physical body feel like? What does it feel like to be in those relationships? Bring it into reality. Bring all your senses into it. Who is that being? What does the reality you want to experience sound like, smell like, feel like? Bring all your senses into this experience. Create it as you choose to experience it. Fully. does your body feel like? What are the qualities of your relationship? Finances, work environment, home environment. And as you experience everything in the resonance that you choose, what does that feel like? Bring that radiant light into all those areas of your life experience. See it all there. What is needing to change? What direction would you want to go in order for this to become your everyday experience? Getting guidance from that light. And then as though your soul self re-engages with your humaning experience, step into that timeline and feel it to be so. It is so. You are it. You have reset. Breathe it.
I'm grateful. Full to the brim.
Feel that smile on your face.
I'm grateful. More than I've ever been.
Feel it in your heart space.
Yes, I'm grateful.
Feel it in your abdomen.
Full to the brim. I am.
Feel it in your brain.
The
spinal cord.
More than I've
branching in, out through all those nerves.
Yes, I am. Grateful I woke up again. Woke up and took a breath again, Yahweh. Looked up and saw the sun again. I'm grateful for the eyes I have. Amen. I'm moving on my toes again. I'm grateful for the wind against my face. I'm grateful for the sensation of a loved one's embrace. I'm grateful for the lemon juice upon my lips. I'm grateful I can smile when I'm tasting it. I'm grateful. Full to the brim. I am. Yes, I'm grateful. More than I've ever been.
Taking that one breath at a time.
It's true, yeah. I'm grateful. Full to the brim. I am. Yes, I'm grateful. More than I've ever been. true, yeah, it's true, yeah.
Bringing the awareness into this time, into this space, and into the body. And for a moment, with your eyes closed, just feel that recalibration. Now, through this experience, you reprogram, you recode your body, your being, your cells. Every subatomic particle in your being vibrates at this resonance. And with discernment, we maintain this level of frequency. However, when we move back into the environment and we become unconscious of how we are experiencing it, the sounds, the smells, the tastes, some of these can bring in memories that bring us back to a frequency that we've been before, that we may not want to resonate at. There may be experiences in our environment that affects our frequency, that lowers our frequency. We have a choice. So for a moment, commit this to memory. Set this as your set state, your vibrational tone, and remind yourself of this. And so it is.